In this video, we are going to be looking at how to clear your path of promise and fail, roadblocks, financial roadblocks that is in your front, and how to open door of prosperity, doors of unimaginable wealth using a simple recipe. You're welcome back to my channel. My name still remains Lukman, and in this video I'm going to be taking you step by step on how to clear your path of financial roadblock or promise and fail. A lot of people, when they promise them, they fail. Some people complains they are not being favored. Some people complain in their place of work they are not being promoted. But I want to be looking at a very simple recipe or ritual that you can do that will not cost you your arm or your leg. You are not going to be spending so much. Just need simple things to do. And what I'll be discussing in this video, I've done something similar in my spiritual talk series when I talk about spiritual gifting, or what we call sadaka. This particular ritual is going to be tending towards sadaka. It's going to be sadaka, but it has some ingredients that we are going to be using. So, what are the ingredients? Firstly, we are going to be using dry corn, and I'm going to be linking that up for you so that you can see what a dry corn looks like. For those who don't know, dry corn. And we are going to be using coconut. Almost every one of us know coconut. If you have been following me for some time, you know we talk a lot about coconut. But we are going to be discussing coconut in different way in this particular video. Then the third ingredient we are going to be needing is sugar or honey. It's either sugar or honey. And the fourth one we are going to be needing is salt. And we also need water, your normal water. How do we prepare this recipe? Yes, it is very simple. We are going to be cooking the dry corn. We are going to be cooking the dry corn. You cook the dry corn. Once you cook the dry corn, once the dry corn is boiling on fire, and by the way, we are going to cook it very well. Of course, you add water. You have to add water. You cook it very well, as if you are cooking rice. You know, rice does not take long, but dry corn takes long to get soft. But you have to cook it very well to get soft. So while cooking it, you get your coconut. Open the coconut. You don't need to just open it, break it open. What you need is the coconut meat, the flesh inside the nut itself, the flesh. So slice it or cut it into pieces. Slice it or cut it into pieces. So while the dry corn is cooking, you had what we call, you had your sugar, and this time you had a lot of sugar because we want the dry corn to be very sweet. You had a lot of sugar. I can't describe how much is good, but you just make sure the sugar is much. If you cannot use sugar, you can also use honey. Honey is very, very good. You can use honey to do it. While still cooking is what you do, but you do this when you realize that the dry corn is almost soft. So you add your sugar or honey, then you add a little salt just to have a taste. Just put a little salt, and you boil it very well. Make sure it is very soft. And that is the first part. And by the way, this ritual, this recipe that I'm talking about is known in Yoruba land in Nigeria as owowo. We call it owowo. Owowo. I remember the video I did earlier talking about dry corn and sugar ritual. One of my subscriber messaged me telling me that gave a comment that he loves doing it so much. He never knew the spiritual importance, but he loves doing that. And the particular one he loves doing is the cooking, the one I'm talking to you about. So I want to make you to see the importance of this ritual, which is called owowo. It is, you cook the dry corn, you add sugar, you put salt, sugar or honey, you make sure it is very soft. Then the coconut that you slice, then you now spread it on it. So how do you use it? Like I said in the beginning, you are going to be using it as a sadaka, a spiritual, a gifting. You are going to be gifting people. You are going to be gifting beggars. You can gift people around you if they can eat it. You can give, but there is nothing diabolic about it. You can eat part of it. Your relative can eat part of it. Your children, your wife can eat. Then you can gift it out. If you know you cannot give it to anybody, take it to beggars. I don't know where you are domiciled, but in my country, we can give things to beggars. And when you give to beggars, I've done a spiritual talk talking about spiritual gifting. The best gift you can give when it comes to spiritual gifting is, the best gift is food, things that people will eat, and also sugar. And in this case, you are giving food. At the same time, this particular food contains a lot of sugar and it is very sweet. It is very sweet. So the other part simply is that you now look for something to pack it into pieces. You can use nylon, or you can use this takeaway serving plate, this takeaway serving plates. Just pack them. Once you pack the dry corn, the one you prepare, pack it into different pieces. You can get, if it is very much, you can get like that pack, you can get like 10, 20, depends on how very much you prepare it. If it is very much, then you can pack it into like 15 places. If it is not too much, you can pack it to like 7 places, 9 places, 11 places. So it depends on how you want to pack it. So once you pack it, then put the slice, the coconut slice, put it on it, bind it together, then go and gift it to the beggars. That's one part. Another thing you can also do is that part of this preparation, part of this recipe that you have prepared, you can also spread it outside for birds and for chickens, for fowls to eat. That is also gifting. It is also very, very good, very, very significant. It's very, very good. And you know, one thing about gifting is that the more you give, the more you have. When you give, your doors of imaginable wealth will open. You will never lack. Givers never lack. A lot of people don't know this, but I've done a spiritual talk video talking about gifting. If you can do this on a regular basis, you can do it on a monthly basis. You can do it on a monthly basis. Just use it for doors to open for you, and for imaginable wealth, and for your prosperity to continue to increase, for your wealth to continue to increase. So that is another part. So the last part on how to use, after packing the coconut, the water that you use to prepare the coconut will still remain somewhere. All you need to do is take it inside a cup or bowl, then you can drink this. You can drink it twice. If you can drink it at once, then you can drink it at once. This is very, 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 very good. It is very, very beneficial. In fact, what I'm telling you, as simple as it is, you will continue to thank me for the rest of your life, because this is something that is very, very good. And by the way, before I go, I want to tell you the spiritual importance of gifting. Make sure you give. Make sure you give. If you want more, if you want abundance, then you give. A lot of people feel it is when they have millions that they want to give. No, the little that you have is what you give. When you give, then you receive. If you give, you receive in tenfolds. What you give will come to you in multiple folds. Unimaginable wealth will come to you. Don't be stingy. A lot of people want wealth, but they don't want to give. You want something from the Almighty, but you don't want to give anything in return. What I'm giving to you, I'm giving, is a gift, because I'm not collecting anything. Giving you is my own way of gifting, is my own source of sadaka. And learn to give. If you give, then things will come to you. As I'm giving you this, I'm receiving so much in return. A lot of people, I'm seeing blessings and favor from quarters I don't even imagine. So learn to give. That is a bonus. I'm just harping on it. Give. Once you give, you earn in return. You earn in multiple folds. Hope you have got value from this. If you have not subscribed, consider subscribing. Hit the subscribe button and press the notification bell, so that when next I release videos, you'll be the first to be notified. Until I come your way again, remain financially smart, and don't forget, we can succeed together. Thank you.